Hello everyone and welcome to AutoStop once again. We are so excited to bring you this particular episode which has to do with Polestar 3. It's an exciting addition to the EV business, and guys, this is new, this is fresh. If you're a fan and you want information or you need information that will aid your decision making in the right place, actually we are going to tackle the performance, we'll tackle the space, we'll tackle the dimensions, we'll tackle what makes this Polestar tech, okay, so that if you are making a decision it will be worthwhile. So without wasting any more of your time, let's just go ahead straight away and begin with Polestar 3. What is Polestar 3? The Polestar 3 is actually named the third model from the Swedish brand, which is an electric SUV that actually launches with 610 kilometers of range. I'm sure you have heard this because this has been out for a while now, and you get to enjoy up to 517 horsepower, and the price tag in Europe is around 100,000 euros thereabout, but we'll break that down, which translates to about $91,000 also in the United States. Okay, and following today's unveiling in Copenhagen, Polestar actually opened the order for booking. So if you're going to book, go through this before you go ahead. Okay, what is it? What makes it tick? Let me begin with the engine room, the powertrain, what drives it. And fortunately, unfortunately for us, we've got only one powertrain, so we expect more affordable variants of the Polestar 3 to arrive in the future. There is just one powertrain option at launch, which is simply called the long range dual model, and this is what it entails. It features a 111 kilowatt lithium ion battery pack, of which 107 kilowatts is usable, and this enables a WLTP rectified range of up to 610 kilometers, which is within the competition. Okay, not anything wow. And Polestar quotes that the energy consumption figure is between 20.1 and 21.1 kilowatts per every 100 kilometers. Man, that's okay. You also get to enjoy an AC charging of up to 11 kilowatts, which is possible for 0 to 100% in just 11 hours. I'll put the figures across so you can see them and establish them in your mind before you take that decision. While you also get to enjoy rapid DC charging, which peaks at 250 kilowatts. That's okay. Apparently 10 to 80% charge on DC power can take as little as 30 minutes. Yes, right, which is great. Okay, the battery comes with a warranty of 8 years or 160,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. And there's an interesting heat pump which is standard on them, so you get to enjoy that feature standardly on the Polestar. Okay, so at this point, let me put the power numbers up here so you can see it for yourself. There is a permanent magnetic synchronous electric motor on each of the axle, and its total output is about 489 horsepower and 840 newton meters of torque. Right, that is what it is. And Polestar claims that 0 to 100 kilometers time for this particular setup is 5 seconds dead, and you top up at 209 kilometers per hour. That's okay. I'm not sure you're going to be doing any racing with your Polestar. However, if you top up about 7,000 euros or about $6,000 in the American continent, you can upgrade to Performance Pack, which means that you are going to enjoy a higher maximum output of 117 horsepower and 910 newton meters of torque. Now, if you do this, you gain 0 to 100 kilometers from 5 seconds there to 4.7 seconds, which is a good increase, but you lose in terms of battery range to 580 kilometers instead of 610 kilometers. Okay, guys, so this is the single powertrain setup that we have. We expect to have some other ones in the course of time in terms of the trims, but this is what we'll go for you. You can actually compare this to the competition. So I'll launch a chart, a table here to show you where it falls in terms of the competition and the battery range. Okay, so that's where it falls, 300, and this is the competition. Right, okay, yeah, so this should be an informed decision. Besides, if you are interested in any of these competition and you want us to throw more light on it, you can just put in a comment section. We'll take it up and we'll do a review on them if you want us to. But let me go on to what seems to be the first point of attraction, the design language of Polestar, and it still retains the Volvo-ish look. Okay, guys, that's for sure. Now let me just tackle the design language quickly so we can move on to the simplicity and the spacious cabin that we have on this vehicle, and then we'll wrap it up with the chassis that copes with all of this pressure. Now, the Polestar 3 uses the new brand design language previewed by the preset concept that we saw, and as you can all see, there is a distinctive headlight. Yes, let me show you a little bit about the headlights. Yes, this is how the system is. Well done, well integrated, and futuristic. You also get a curvaceous form and lots of technical detailing that will touch on areas that matter. But first of it all is the smart zone area in the front of the vehicle. You've seen that area? Check that area out. You realize that it showcases a huge array of sensors and cameras for cameras on this vehicle for features that you would be using if you got it. So that's it. But I think you are attracted to the 21-inch alloy wheels that are standard on this vehicle. So it comes 21. You have the option to upgrade for other performance packages that will take you from 21 inches to about 22 inches that we'll touch on later. But this will be your option of wheels that you have if you went after it. Other than that, there has been a significant focus on Polestar 3's aerodynamics. So I'm just going to touch on a few of the aerodynamics here that you might like, as evidenced by the prominent aero wing integrated. You've seen that with the nose of the car, the sporty looking rear wing, okay, you've seen that as well, and the distinctive aero blades at the back, right? Okay, so based on all of this, Polestar is quoting a coefficient of drag of 0.296, which is, I think, okay. I mean, this is an SUV. You don't expect this to have any better than that, so that should be okay. In terms of dimensions, this is how the size of it stands. Okay, the Polestar 3 is 4.9 meters long and just over 1.6 meters tall and 2.1 meters wide. So this should make it cool, slippery, and competitive, and wide competitive, right? So that makes it comparable to the BMW X's and the Range Rover Sport, though this one looks a little more subtle in terms of sportiness and in terms of appearance, right? So if you upgrade, like I earlier said, to the performance package, you bring this 21 inches to 22 inches alloy wheels, and you slap a Pirelli P0 tires on it, including this Swedish gold valve cap. You see that? That is cool. Yeah, that is cool. Okay, enough of that. I'm just going to go ahead and touch on the simplicity of this vehicle and the spaciousness of the cabin. So inside, the performance pack adds gold seat belt and laser edge light line. Aside from that, the cabin has glorious minimal design. I hope you do agree with me, using a massive portrait oriented touchscreen in the middle of the dashboard for most functions. Interestingly, that touchscreen measures 14.5 inches across diagonally and runs the Android Automotive OS with Google built-in and an integrated eSIM. So your Polestar becomes a mobile junction. And you also get to enjoy a separate 9-inch widescreen display that sits ahead of the neat steering wheel to house the digital instrumentation. So colorful and so cool. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I hope you like it. Yeah. So the wheel itself features prominent buttons which appear to enable one of the driver's assistant features that are on this car. When it comes to capacity, the Polestar 3 is a 5-seat SUV with large glass roofs as standard. I'm sure you have seen that, right? So that's okay. However, your concern is how much boot capacity you have. Your boot capacity can hold 480 liters of luggage, including 90 liters under the floor, expanding to 1,411 liters when the rear seats are folded, and there is also a 32-liter compartment under the bonnet, what you Americans call the frunk. Okay, so basically you've got a lot of space. I think it's competitive enough that if you will be, carrying things and people, it should be okay. The rear seats are here is very spacious and you like it. Right, so when you put all of this together, you need a very formidable chassis to hold all of this. So all the above take a toll in terms of mass. The Polestar 3's cab weight is actually quoted between 2,584 to 2,670 kg, depending on the package that you're running. However, it can also tow up to 2,200 kilograms, which will be useful to lots of people, family people, and haulers. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So to cope with all of this, there are chunky Brembo brakes standard, along with adaptive damping and self-leveling air suspension that I want to throw more light on. So let me just pause here. Take a good look at how the system works per Volvo's illustration. This is how the system works, and this is self-done. We also notice a mention of clutch pack on the rear axle, which allow for torque vectoring by varying the amount of torque sent to each of the back wheels, which is great. Even greater is the system can decouple the rear wheels and run in front wheel drive mode to enhance efficiency, which is great. Then if you move on to opt for performance pack, and the suspension settings are altered to sharpen the dynamics further. All of this comes together in Europe for 99,000 euros, and in the United States $91,000, including destination and handling fees. Okay, so guys, we think that is an interesting addition. You can give it a shot, considering all of these things. If you're a Volvo fan, the simplicity and the futuristicness of this car is something that we cannot underestimate. Okay, so guys, this is what we go for you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. But we'll put this vehicle to the tarmac the very moment it becomes accessible and available, and we'll give you a more practical review when we have access to it. So if you're interested in that, just subscribe, put a notification bell, and when we do, you will have access. Thank you so much. Have a great day until we meet again. Bye bye.